Premier League ever been more challenging?
Right, well, I feel welcome. Dit is my home and I want to achieve success. Okay?
Okay, let's go.
Manchester United, Everton 2-0. And it wasn't pretty, but we got to give fireworks. Get in there, because there was massive 3 points, according to my opinion. It wasn't pretty, guys, but we get over the line, and that what matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if you look at the table, we're still on 6th, catching and closing the gap. And by the way, Aston Villa is playing Spurs tomorrow. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy in the first half. I thought, my God, what the hell happened here? We were sloppy. We were nervous. Casemiro was targeted. They kept having a high press. I mean, they were pretty much camping on our half, and we were nervous until, you know, Garnacho showed a little bit of a grit, showed a bit, I'm going to step up. Like, even if I'm not the senior player, I'm going to show you how to play the game. And he did, and he drove the ball, and penalty, stone cold penalty. Captain Bruno steps up, has a look, a sus little bit of where Pickford is going to go, but stone cold penalty in the right corner. That is the 8th goal of the season for Bruno Fernandes. But I cannot lie, the first half wasn't pretty, to be honest. It was in open play. They were the better team. And while we were kind of looking to hit them on the transition, but we really couldn't really handle the ball. We couldn't really take care of the ball. And if you look at the overall shots on goal, we had 8 shots on goal. They had 6 shots on goal, right? Total shots, they were leading us with 23. But in a way, in summarizing Everton's frustrating campaign of the season, barring the points deduction as well, right? Toothless up front. Right? That's all I can say. They had so many chances, and Onana kept a bloody clean sheet. I'm so proud of this goalkeeper right now. He's coming good. But if you look at the overall team shape, I thought in the first half, the shape doesn't look good. The shape doesn't really look good. I mean, it looks a little bit awful, right? So brace yourself. There was a pen in the 9th minute. Brilliant. That calms down the nerves a little bit. And I thought, okay, good. Let's keep hold of the ball. No, we still didn't look composed on the ball. We kept giving away the ball. And it wasn't until the 34th minute again, where Garnacho again from the right, drifting in, doing 1, 2, 3, dropping shoulders, and get clipped. Stone cold penalty. That should have been a red, to be honest, right? In the penalty box. And Captain Bruno, what does Captain Bruno do? He recognizes that Marcus Rashford needs a little bit of confidence. So he gives the ball to Rashford. And I was going, this is going to be interesting, because I know the Rashford is a good penalty taker. Rashford kind of assess the situations, does that little bit of turning to the left, and does that little bit of run, and just slows down, and I go oh my God, my heart's going to stop. What's going to do now? But then he fools Pickford in the wrong corner and slots it perfectly nice in the left corner. Guys, let me know what you think. Give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Do you feel happy about this game? At the end of the day, 3 points what matters. I'm going to go to the comments section. Glazes out. Yeah, glazes out. We're supposed to win with 3-0, and that was my score prediction as well, Lucky. I totally agree with you. We had to win the game, and that's what we did, Lucky. I totally agree with you. Lille's United, I hate Tengash, not give Ahmed a chance. Rush United 4-minute crap. I hear you. But at the end of the day, as a Manchester United fan, Lillis, what matters is that we got that massive 3 points. It doesn't matter who plays, it's how you play, right? It's how I play. Because in the second half, according to my opinion, we came out a little bit more cool and composed. We slowed down the tempo, started to dictate it a little bit. It was slowing down the tempo, controlling the tempo. Everton dropped the confidence, and they was thinking, here we go, we haven't scored many goals. Where's this goals going to come from? They put in, what's his name? I forgot his name anyway. I'm so up on the moon, right? So And I think that in general, like in the second half, our balance was pretty much better in terms of how we sort of held on to the ball and just saw out the game. We could have been up 3-0 easily, and Garnacho kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Numerous chances, guys, numerous chances. So it wasn't pretty. But at the end of the day, Johnny Evans is a red. 100% agree with you saying that Johnny Evans was immense. For me, in the first half, there was three outstanding players, or maybe four. I think it was Garnacho showed intent, 100% never stopped running. He was interchanging left, right on the flanks. And then I thought also that Onana was fucking good, to be honest, right? Johnny Evans also good, and Varane. I thought Varane had a really, really good game. We're going to go over the player ratings in a bit as well, but just want to go what you guys are saying. Rasmus Højlund, we need next match. Yeah, 100% because we're playing Liverpool in the FA Cup on Sunday, I believe. So Rasmus Højlund will be available. So anyway, Curlis 87, good win, but the players were missing a lot. Garnacho carried this team, but what a win. 100%, what a win. And that brings me to you know, another thing what Ten Hag said the other day, like, and that was pretty much this, like, if you see the screen, like, this was from Chris Wheeler. Ten Hag won 61 out of his 100 games, a better record than Klopp and Arteta, but believes he would have been closer to 75% without injuries. It doesn't really make excuse, but that's correct. Without the injuries, imagine if we had many more players available and more setbacks and injuries, he would be easily have been 75 wins. Now, 10 games played to play. 10 is the name of the manager. Can we get 10 win in the bounce at the moment? Can we? Because if we really look at the fixtures, like if we really look what's going on, Manchester United right now at the moment, right? We fixed this game with Everton. We're playing Brentford away, Liverpool at home, Sunday the 14th of April. This is the Premier League though. Bournemouth away, Newcastle at home, Burnley, Crystal Palace, and the tricky one is in 11th of May. And there I see that we will have most of our, you know, preferred 11 fit and available. 11th of May, which is Arsenal. All right. So we got plenty of games to play, and in the middle of March we have a international break, right? And we finish off with Brighton, and Brighton, they're a little bit of a yo-yo under De Serbi. And by the way, and that's how it looks like, peeps. That is how it looks like. But if we're gonna compare to what Spurs are playing, we know that Spurs and Villa are playing each other tomorrow, right? But if you look at their fixtures, Fulham, Luton, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Burnley, Sheffield, Chelsea. That is a very, very tricky 10 games to play for Spurs as well. And by the way, I think they have 2 games in hand. So, yeah, interesting. So, they definitely going to drop points. Spurs, it will be Spurs, in my opinion. And then if we look at Aston Villa, right? I'm saying the future looks bright if we can win every game on the bounce, like Garnacho said in his post-match interview. We just have to play game by game like a cup final, right? I get it that players are playing out of possession. I get it that we are struck by injuries, and I agree what Chris Wheeler is saying here. There's no excuse, but what would you do when you have no personnel to play your style of play? You just have to shuffle around and pray for a miracle, and that's what happened today. At Old Trafford, 2-0. It wasn't pretty, but it's a result. Football is a result business. You look at Aston Villa, the next coming games for them. All right, we mentioned they're playing Spurs tomorrow. They're playing West Ham away, Wolves, Manchester City, Brentford, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Chelsea, Brighton, Liverpool, and Crystal Palace. Guys, if you can see the roadmap for potentially getting a fifth or fourth, I mean, it's easy if we look at our fixtures, but it's all up to players and the mentality and getting back our fit players as well. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Do you reckon we might have a potential to go on a winning streak? Big up for you. Big up for you, Danny B. How you doing? How you doing? Jarle Malmin is saying, what you saying? Happy that we won today, but Everton are just awful. I'm taking the 3 points and the clean sheet. Hoyland needed ASAP. Hoyland could have played today, but he was rested for the Liverpool game, according to my opinion. So listen, it ain't that doom and gloom. We played at home. We didn't play that well. Second half for me, was the best half of the game, to be honest, right? The overall possession, if we compare between these teams, was 50-50. You know, of course, they played a 4-4-1-1, so they were more overflowing in the midfield. Onana was good there. Onana was really good. Harrison, the wingers, McNeil, the wingers, they were really threatening the first half, but they kind of fizzed out in the second half. The wind just went out of them. And this is where Manchester United started to dominate control, according to my opinion. So big up to you, Lillis. Okay, let's go. What you say? We all starting to believe. Curlis 87, United are reliant on the kids. Without Garnacho today, we would have struggled to break Everton down. 100%. And this is what I mean. Like, Bruno Fernandes, I think, had a great game as a captain. He was playing a little bit more deep. Casemiro became good in the second half. He was very sloppy in the first half, giving away the ball way too much. Weird passing. I think he had 8 consecutive passes that went totally tits up in the middle of nowhere's land. But they were a solid Onana having a good day in the office, according to my opinion. So, guys, big up to you. Go in right now. Barman, what you're saying. We're going to do the player ratings as well. Please check out the video description. Also, in the you have get your player ratings in right now. We're going to do this, people. We're going to do the player ratings. We don't seem to have a proper style of play. Waiting for players back is not working. Barman, it's a good point, but I think we covered this before in the previous video, right? When you're having a style of play as a manager, when you are planning for plan A, United's plan was always to play a high line, like, with Onana as a sweeper keeper and have personnel that can play like, possession based football and pressing based football. But at the moment, we don't have, fit players to do so. So he has to revert back to survival football, right? At City, he played a 4-2-2, right? And today he played a similar style of football, but he had to put in place that he trusts, which was McTominay as well. So it is all about surviving. And I hear what you're saying, my friend. I hear what you're saying, Jonathan Borg. What you're saying here, our players, our players are already on holiday. Yeah, holiday on ice. They doesn't deserve to wear the shirt. Play under the 21 and fuck all in the summer. I get what you're saying. Edward Reed, what you're saying here. Can't keep the ball like the potato, hot potato. Yes, Edward, I agree. Just not well drilled coach team. Wow. Even if we win today, we still have negativity. Of course, we're going to call a spade a spade. And I agree. We couldn't hold the ball at all in the first half. It was a shambles, but neither could they because their confidence dropped as well in the second. They were doing dispossessed passes as well, to be honest. But you know what? That's why I'm saying here. The season is long. There's still 10 games to go, and we need to win every single game. As I deluded before, right? As I deluded before. This is the table right now. What are we? 47 points. 3 points away from Spurs, and Spurs playing Villa tomorrow as well. We showed you the run of fixtures that Villa and Spurs have and what we have. So all we have to do is look at ourselves, and form goes out the window here. It's just by getting 3 points, right? Because as a United fan, all we want is to finish strong in it, right? And we want to finish in Europa League or Champions League, preferably Champions League. So if fifth gives you Champions League, would you take it? 100% you would. So big up to you. Let's go straight into the player ratings, and let's do this, guys, because we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk the player ratings, and I hope you've got your votes in. If you haven't, please check the chat and the Q&A. There's a pinned go vote right now. Let's do this. And I have producer Mark here coming in as well. Big up, Mark. How you doing as well? You can hear me. Let's start with Andrew Onana. I reckon Andrew Onana had a fantastic clean sheet today. He stopped many shots. I think Onana is becoming really, really good. Ever since he came back from, the AFCON, his confidence is back on high. Onana, what you're saying here is an 8, what Danny B is saying. I totally agree with you. Onana is 8, what Mark is saying here. Spurs and Villa, what Brian Foskett would say. Onana, what 9 for Onana. Yeah, great. I can see Jordan Wall is coming with Onana. Banana 5. My God. Who said banana 5? That was Lilies United. You're a funny man, banana 5. I'm a banana man. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm really pleased that Onana is becoming good. He had a solid performance, clean sheet for me. I give him an 8. Let me see what you guys have given him. You gave him a 7. Very close by. Victor Lindelof, on the other hand, Iceman. I was a little bit worried in because I know it's Sean Dyche football, right? Spurs and Villa, yeah, what you're saying here. Sean Dyche, the way he plays football, right? He deliberately finds players that he can target and press. And in the first half, you saw that came with a relentless press, targeting both Casemiro and Lindelof. And I thought Lindelof did really well today. He was playing as a left back, out of position. And what did we do? He did well. I think he did well. So for me, Lindelof, Victoria's Secret, what you're saying here, Lindelof, a 6 for you guys. Onana, we already did an 8. I see you guys. Lindelof 6. Victoria's Secrets, Secret left. Lindelof 6. What you saying here? 6 for Mark. Edward Reed got to be ratings full. Onana. Evo Boss is lucky we're shit. Oh yeah, come on. Listen, let's go. I cannot read all your comments. So Lindelof for me, a 6. Let me go. Let me see what you're saying. An 8. Jesus Christ, total score. Yeah, 6. So you guys gave him an 8. Johnny Evans is a red, is a red, is a red. Johnny Evans is a red, he's a red. Give me your score predictions team predictions for Johnny Evans. I got to do this, man. I really have to do it. Johnny Evans is a red, 36 years of age. I mean, I got to give it to him. I was very skeptical when we signed him. Johnny Evans, what Jordan Wall is giving you a 10. Danny B. Evans an 8. Who else is giving him ratings? Wow. 8 for Evans, what Mark is saying. Goat Evans, what Lillis United is saying 8. Listen, you're spot on. I thought Johnny Evans was amazing today. I would definitely give Johnny Evans an 8. Boom. 7.5 people. We are almost Simon's twins. Listen, I got to applaud you for this one. Listen. Sorry, I need to have a drink. Johnny Evans, definitely an 8. I totally agree with you guys. Big up legends as well. John Johnson, hit that like button, please. I can hear what you're saying. You know what the like button looks like? It's very simple, right? If you do the like buttons, you will get the star. Woo! Let's go. 3 massive points today. I'm happy as hell. Royce Varane. Royce Varane is coming next. Royce Varane, again, our back four was solid today. We looked a little bit dodgy in the midfield, of course. There was numerous of occasions that they could, cut us through. There was kind of the balance that we had. The shape was wrong, but they were playing a 4-4-1-1, so they were always about to slash our open. But there was no end product, and there was Rafael Varane, there was Johnny Evans, there was Diego Dalot, who I absolutely thought was immense today as well. So I'm not going to give anyone under a score of 5 today, to be honest. Goat Evans 8. What we saying? Varane 7. Well, if you're giving Evans an 8, why would you then give a Varane a 7? Big questions, Danny. Big questions. Listen, Brian Foskett, I hear you. I hope we can build Scousable or Scumpool next week, and I believe we can. Are we playing at home in the cup or are we playing away? I can't remember, but I know we're playing Liverpool at Old Trafford in the Prem. But if you're playing them at Old Trafford in the Cup, we definitely can beat them because they're still playing the kids. And Rasmus Højlund would most likely be back. Rafael Varane, if you give Evans an 8, I definitely need to give Varane also an 8 because Lillis Varane 8, not 7. What you saying? Yeah, I totally agree. I'll pull the trigger on this one, guys. Let me see. Don't kill me. Boom. Oh, 7.3 total score. We almost on par. Big up for you. Thank you for doing this. We are so close. Let's go. Kobe Mano. Kobe Mano. Why don't we have a song for Kobe Mano as of yet? Guys, have you heard any song of Kobe? Oh, Kobe Mano. He is Kobe Mano. Oh, Kobe Mano. He's a young Kobe Mano. He glides here, he glides there, he glides everywhere. Kobe Mano. Yeah, no, big up Kobe Mano. I think Kobe Mano was amazing, guys. Listen, Kobe, who would have thought that we are relying on a 17-year-old, right? That's playing cool and composed in that midfield, together with Casemiro, legends in the midfield. You bring in an Amrabat later on as well to replace him, which is, I thought that was fantastic, right? In the 77 minutes, give him a little bit of rest. We're not going to run him down, right? So Amrabat comes in just to see out the game. But Kobe Maynard, to me, my God, I must say, I'm contemplating a 7 and 8 or 7 and 8 because he was so good in that midfield as well. He didn't do a lot, so but the thing is, when Kobe Mano is not doing a lot, like he's not visible on the ball, what you see, but what you see off the ball is what matters as well. Listen, Diego Dalot, I missed him. I definitely did. Oh shit, I missed. But anyway, I was talking about Kobe Mano, so I put 7 on Kobe. 6.9. We are very close, people. We're almost married. Sign me up. Where's the bank account? Let's talk about Diego Dalot. Diego Dalot, dudes, guys, listen, Dago, what have you eating for breakfast? Dago has become such an amazing footballer. He's the most improved footballer since, I don't know, since Ten Hag came in. I think it was Aaron Van Bissaka, but Van Bissaka's injured. He's such an athlete. The way he's sort of training, eats, sleeps, command himself. I definitely have to give him his stage light. We need a lot. Lot. We need a lot. Guys, big up Mick, Angie. Big up for you, Angie, as well. Guys, we'll be live a little bit later on with the main panel show. This is just the player ratings. This is something new that we want to try. And since it was a early kickoff, not a lot of people are still sleeping. You know what I mean? They got a low for me. I think it was an 8. And I go with an 8. Boom. I execute. And it was almost close. 7.2. Wow. Jesus Christ. We are so close. Yeah, big up. Casemiro, no, I'm sorry. As I deluded in the first half, he was very nervous. He was targeted by Everton. Sean Dyche targeted him. I think he gave away 8 sloppy passes in the first half. He looked very, very nervous. But then in the second half, he was coming back into the old Carlos Casemiro, to be honest, right? He was the registrar in the second half. And you need a little bit of that experience, right? But Carlos, for me, gets a 6 today. Case, I'm on the borderline 6 to 7. Right? Jordan Wall, what you saying here? Casemiro, 8, what you saying here? Case 8. Yes, what you saying here? Casemiro, 7. 6. We have a little bit of a, mismatch here. Jeez, I'm so happy we got the 3 points anyway. So we're going to talk about the more details about the technical in the game with Jarvis later on as well. But Casemiro, 6.7, but I don't have 6.7, so I give him a 7. Boom, 6.2. Very close by. Very, very close. Thank you for voting as well. Captain Bruno Fernandes. Captain Bruno. Ha, ha, ha. Captain Bruno. Ha, ha, ha. Now, Bruno had a good game today. I thought is playing a little bit more deep, was a little bit of a playmaker. As I said, we didn't have much of a set play in the first half. In fact, that we got 2 penalties. So it was just like, wow. We can actually got 3 penalties, 4 penalties as well. So Fernandes steps up. We haven't heard this for a while. Fernandes takes this beautiful, beautiful weighted penalty, fools Pickford, and bam, Bruno does what Bruno do. That's what they call him, Fernandes. What you saying? What is your score prediction from Bruno? People saying Bruno 7. Yalim Amin, what you saying? Bruno 6. Bruno 10, what Realist United is saying for the haters. Bruno 8. 10 for Bruno. Listen, Bruno, I had a good game. I'm not going to 6, what Angie is saying. we're gonna be very close, guys. We are very gonna be so close. But you know what? I'm the gaffer here, so I'm pull the trigger on Bruno, and I'm gonna take a punt here. I'm gonna take a punt. Kill me. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We are so close. Like really, 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 really. That was like 7.2, 7. Let's move on to the next player. Big up for all of you coming in here. Smash that like button, please. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do so right here, right now. Let's move on to Scott McTominay. Skippity Scott, skippity Scott, Scott McTominay. Nay, I didn't think Scott McTominay was that visible today, right? Scott McTominay for me is never a starter, but what should you do? Who should you line up? A lot of people are pissed off that we are not playing like, the likes of Ericsson could have played there, but I think it was more for the physicality and the fact that he scored a lot of goals. So I think he got the nod to play a little bit higher up as a number 10, but it didn't really work, did it? 6 for me. I'm not going to give anyone under 5 today. 6 for me is sort of a generous score. But I was wondering what does Ahmad Diallo has to do to get a sniff, right? Cheers, beginners. This is just Schweppes. What you guys saying? McToilet 6. What you say, Lilith? Scott 6 for you. McTominay 3 according to NG. My God, Jesus Christ, you guys are not nice. Jolly, what you saying? 5. Didn't do much anything at all. No, it's true. I said I will not give anyone under 5. So I'm sorry, Scotty Mac. You've been doing us a loyal service, but I think it's time for you to get a 5. Ooh, 5.6. Told you, we are very close. Now, this is going to send shockwaves. Remember against Everton, that bicycle kick, it was Viva Garnacho all over again. This is Everton, Viva Garnacho back at it again. It's back-to-back wins against Everton, and Garnacho dominated them. He bossed them. He showed them the corners. You're mine, bitch. He did. He was on the left corner. He was on the left flank, right flank. He was driving everywhere. I think he was solid. Like, he showed some, like, he was direct. And there's one thing the defenders hate is that somebody's direct. A 19-year-old cocky kid, he looks a little bit like one of these, how do you call it? I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. Sorry, Garnacho, if you're watching. And like a sea bass, like mean machine, but you are Garnacho. Garnacho, for me, absolutely one of the man of the match. And I believe that BT or Sky or whatever they call now also gave him the man of the match. For me, 100% man of the match. I can just close the shop and say he was the man of the match. He was instrumental for giving us the 2 penalties. He was driving forward in the second half as well. So he was creating the most chances for us. He looked more lethal. While Rashford looked like, I don't know, same old. What you guys are saying? Garnachito. Listen, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give him a 9. I'm going to give him a 9 and a star man of the match performance. I'm going to do this, because he deserves it. He definitely deserves it. Boom. My God, 7.8. What the bloody hell? Like Garbage is saying, almost close, fan. Almost close, fan. But do get your man of the match as well, because we're going to do this. Move on to Rashford. Right. We had joy, we had fun, we had tequila on the run. I'm not going to sing that song, but you know what I'm alluded to. I think it was merciful for Bruno to give him the ball to score the penalty, but he really took that penalty really well. He had a couple of opportunities. He looks like he's getting back to form again, but this is Old Trafford, and this is your arena, Marcus. I think he scored now 7 goals in Prem, and you look at 30 goals last season. Ain't looking good for you, Mark. Ain't looking good for you. What are you saying here? What are you guys saying? Give me your score prediction. Danny B saying Rashford 6. Rashford 4. What Jordan Wall is saying? Fy fan. Rashford scored. Yeah, it should be a 5, 6. Now, I will give him a 6, guys. Rashford 6. Barman, you agree with me. Barman, yeah, big up. I'm going to be nice to Rashford today. 6. 5.8. Bravo. We're getting close. We are equally mind things alike. Okay, now we're going to get down to the subs. Sofian Amrabat. Right. 127 of you watching right now. Smash that bloody like button. Give it up for Reds. We got 3 massive points today. Top 4 is very, very indeed mathematical impossible. We're going to talk about that later on as well. Sofian Amrabat, will he survive? Will he be returning back to Atalanta? I believe so. What a disappointment that we haven't seen him play much. He's been kept on the bench, but he came in and did a good job, like, subbing out, like, giving young Kobe Maino a little bit of a break. So Amrabat, for me, solid. Come in, see out the game. What you guys saying? Are we going to be nice to Amrabat? I will pull the trigger. I will give Amrabat a 6. Boom. Yay. Hey, high five. Good stuff. Same thing with Anthony. That was a little bit surprising, guys. Let's talk about Anthony, right? I thought personally that Anthony would start today. I was adamant he was starting today, 100%. But that shows that, Ten Hag doesn't really give a shit about favoritism at the moment. He just looks at how can I get 3 points? Who is willing to play? Who has got the mentality? Who is ready? And that's what it is. So, again, he didn't play many minutes, did he? So what would you give him? 5, 6, 5, 5. Boom, 5.6. Yeah, we're getting close. High five for you. Willie Kwambala did a slip. That was the only mistake he did. But he's a youngster. Like, there's many, many years in the tank for Willie Kwambala. And 100%. Guys, we're going to be nice to Willie as well. 6. Aye, really. We are so nice to Willie Kwambala. For that, I congratulate you with falling. We done a lot with Manchester United and we never, never stop. Ole, ole. 6, there we go. Big up, guys. And it was only, 2 substitutions today? Actually, 3 subs. I think Jarvis was texting me in the WhatsApp to saying, bloody hell, Ten Hag has not done any subs. And, Sean Dyche has done 3 already. And I was like, well, look, Amrabat is coming in. And after Amrabat came in, all the subs came because I think it was a very good tactical second half to see out the games. Yeah, sure, we can go up 3-0, 4-0. We can go for it. But for the first time in a long time, he was mindful to just keep the lead. Remember that 2-0 in football is the most vulnerable scoreline that you can have. So for him to go in there just to protect it, that's a really good. And therefore, we got to rate Ten Hag today, right? I know that there's a lot of Ten Hag haters. There's a lot of Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out, all that jazz. But at the end of the day, this is football. This is Manchester United. This is our club. And, you might have your opinion. I have my opinion that I want us to win games. Like, that's the only reason why I tune in and do these watch alongs and everything else, because I want to win. So football is a result business. I know that we cannot play the style of play that we all want us to do due to the fact that we do have a lot of bloody injuries, to be honest, and we've been having that whole season, not having even seen who is Mason Mount. Who is Mason Mount? I don't know. Where's Mason? Somebody called the missing persons report. Hey, where's Mason? I don't know. Malacia is also coming back, by the way. So we had a lot of fair shares of injuries. And that, I know it's not an excuse, but it is an excuse. 100%. Like if you go to your work and half of your teammates are gone, you can't really perform, can you? And you cannot really hire any new ones. So everyone has to pull the weight. For me, Ten Hag gets, for just scraping by today, I will give him a nice 7 today. I'm being very nice. Ten Hag, what you're saying, 7. Angie, you read my mind, 7. Danny B, 7 for you. Rashford, 6. Oh, we already gone Rashford. I'm so behind this. I'm trying to operate everything. Oh, yeah, we have a producer Mark in the house. Hands free. It's not AI. Mark is in the background. Danny B is Eric Ten Hag 7. What else do we have? Eric Ten Hag 7. What Angie's saying. Big up. And what do we more have? Anything else? Eric Ten Hag 8. Woohoo! That must come from producer Mark. Let's give, fy fan vad bra. Let's give Eric Ten Hag a 9. Sola skiner i Karlstad, du vet. Yeah, Ten Hag, balloons today. We got 3 points. And, you can see how relieved he was. So I give him balloons today. Balloons. Yep. Yep. Don't pop that one because they're full of helium, and you might say, Mick, what are you smoking? It's helium. No, listen, okay, I'm gonna go 7 for Ten Hag. Boom. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. See ya? Really? Woo! We got even. I showed you my cards, you showed me yours, and it was even 7. Guys, I'm so proud that we actually won this game today. It's such a relief. It's Saturday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I mean, you can go out party, you can drink wine, feel fine, and all that stuff. And I'm just, I don't know. I know what you're gonna say, right? I know what you're gonna say. It's like, well, hang on, Mick. That wasn't so pretty. But hey, I know it wasn't pretty. I know it wasn't pretty. But at the end of the day, guys, football is football. Points are points. Where we are at the table right now matters. Where Villa is doing, we're not going to look at them. Of course, we're going to look at them because they're going to drop a lot of points too, with Spurs as well, right? So, Mark, are you there, my friend? Buddy, are you there? Do you want to come in and have a say, or are you just half naked? You sure? All right, I bring in producer Mark to have his say as well. Big up, Mark.
Big up everyone. Big up to you. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's a good match predictor for me. I feel like today is a good day. Manchester United did pretty well today. They weren't. It wasn't a bad performance. I wouldn't say that it was bad. I think it was decent. I think Ten Hag changed things, and he had good tactics to play Bruno how he played Bruno. He gave him a free role. I think the formation stuck to the best of our attack. He kept Rashford on the left, put Garnacho back on the right, where he's performed really well this season. I feel like the defense was marshaled by, Johnny Evans all game. It was pretty good. I feel like it wasn't great, but you know what? A clean sheet, good saves from Onana. 2-0, well deserved penalties. I think we should have had a third. I think if we even after we didn't get the third, we could have probably scored 2 or 3 goals again. But mistakes happen in the game. But you know what? We saw it out. We won the
We
game,
saw
three
it out.
points, and
That's
we moved. That's the most important thing right now. You know what I mean?
I like the way. I mean, a good Peter Griffith saying 3 points, 2 goals, 1 clean sheet, 100%, and that's what it is. I know Arsenal's playing later. That's going to be interesting, and tomorrow is going to be a bombshell in Premier League. Mark, we're looking at the big one. We're looking at Liverpool versus City, man, and together with the Spurs playing Villa. So that's going to be a massive, massive watch along. Super Sunday, yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be. To be
yeah.
fair, as a fan from Manchester United, I would dislike both clubs fairly. Probably dislike Liverpool a lot more because
Yep.
they've been our rivals for the longest and more deeper a sense. But at the same time, I would like to see a draw in that game. Both of them drop points,
You reckon?
make both of them a little bit frustrated, a
No.
little bit more edgy in terms of where they're gonna be. So that way, when we play Liverpool, they're gonna be, one eye on the fact that they drop
Right.
points, and next eye on maybe, they need to do something different and focus on the league. Just the way I see it.
Just to prove the point, you're getting exposed there. Angie saying, "Hope you're not naked." And I believe you're naked.
No.
You've been doing the streaking, like we won 2
I'm just
nil
sitting on the
and you went
balcony. I'm
around
just sitting.
Dortmund like you say, "Woohoo, Free Willy, ja, Bunts, ja," right? Did
No,
you? You did a
actually, I'm just
streak.
sitting on the balcony, so the lighting wouldn't be that good. So,
A big
like
up, man.
we can see.
Listen, there you are. There is the big man sitting smoking on the. What you smoking, man?
So, I wasn't smoking actually. I'm just sitting on the balcony.
All right. Listen, everyone, we forgot the man of the match. I got to go back to the scene. We forgot who the man of the match is. Bloody hell.
I
Bloody
mean,
hell. Hang on a
I,
second. So who was the man of the match? I put absolutely Garnacho. Let me see. We forgot the man of the match. Bloody hell. What the fuck? Rashford got Rashford got the man of the match according to your votes. Bloody hell. What the hell? I cannot believe this.
was actually Johnny Evans, in my opinion. I think his performance today solidified the back. It also gave us a base to work from going forward. It gave the rest of the team confidence to play their football. I don't think we could ask for much more in terms of what was happening today. I feel like, yeah, it's just one of those things where it was
Yeah,
a good thing from the man in the back with the most experience.
100%. I don't know how Rashford. Somebody jinxed it. I don't know. We got crashed. Marcus Rashford got the man of the match according to your votes. How did that happen? Sympathy, sympathy, sympathy. Guys, please like and subscribe to this video. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs up. And this guy over here is sitting there smoking on his balcony. That one. And apparently, Marcus Rashford got the man of the match according to your opinion. I don't agree, but this is you.
Big up for that. It's a win at the end of the day, Mick.
Yeah, it's a win. It's a
And
win.
everyone is going to have a good weekend from now. I know everyone, no matter what they say, when United doesn't win, we all have a bad weekend because I'm the same. So, yeah, we're going to feel good. Let's see what goes on with the rest of the games this weekend, because it's certainly going to have some impact on where we finish in the rest of the season.
100%.
As Lilith is saying, we got 21 likes. I see there was at least 139 people watching. Guys, please smash the likes if you have the time. It's really easy. Just hit the thumbs up. Even if it's on your way out, guys, get us to 100 by the time we close the stream. That would be most appreciated. I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed the match ratings. We're gonna have more content coming for you, especially with the new changes Mick is gonna be bringing to the website eventually.
Yeah.
He has lots of things planned. He's doing a lot. And right now, we're just trying to keep it simple, guys. But you know what? It's all for United. The season has 10 more games left. Let's get it going, guys.
Get going. Get going. And if you don't smash the like button, it's fine. But of course, if you do, that really helps the channel and the YouTube algorithm. But I believe the Manchester United today can do this to the media apparatus that's been writing a lot of shit. That's the one you can give to the media at the moment. Manchester United 2, Everton 0. Big up for all of you that are coming in here. See you later, 7 p.m. UK time with the big panel debate. We be there. We be there. This has been Mick Ruby here with Mark. Mark, my boy. See you later as well, Mark. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Big up
I
to
will,
you.
man, for sure.
Yeah. 100%. As what we've seen here, Chris Wheeler was saying that regarding the injuries, it is what it is. But we go again. Guys, like and subscribe. And we should see you to the next video. Actually, 7 p.m. UK time, we're going to set up this stream. Thank you for coming in. 141 of you watching. Give us a like, please. How much do I have to beg? Done fireworks for you. Done the player ratings. Now it's time to go. Bye. Laters. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.